All right, we are back from Angkor Wat. They take your picture, put it on your ticket, and everywhere you go, they're checking your ticket, kind of like Disneyland. Speaking of Disneyland, I mean, if you're Cambodian, talk about a gift to be able to just kind of cruise through there, walk. Um, it's a pretty cool place. It would be hard for any person to see that place. I went on the small tour, and at the end of that, I was ready to to call it quits. So I went to the sunrise. It was cool. It was definitely cool. See the sun come up. Actually, I'm a morning person, so I mean that worked out well. So left here about 4:30. The good news is we got in before the rush to get the ticket and everything, and then get back in the tuk-tuk, and then head off over there. And tuk-tuk driver dropped me off, and it's black and dark out. I wasn't sure where I was going. He was just like, go that way. He could have been a little clearer, actually. It seems like he could have dropped me off in some better spots, but it was totally fine. Took me a minute. A couple people started coming in, and we figured it out. Because I was like, oh my God. And I could see that it was starting to get light. However, I wasn't late at all. Not even close. Actually, I could really see how if you don't go on the right day and you're trying to hit the sunrise situation, I could see how that would be a disappointment, because if I'm not mistaken, like most of the temples don't open till about 7:30, and I believe that you watch the sunrise, but they don't actually open the temple for like 5 or 6 or something like that. One thing I could see right off the bat is this: you better be prepared with some shoes. Many people come in flip-flops, and they were dropping like flies fast. 2, it's very, very warm. The morning, that was the good thing, is the morning was not terrible. It was actually kind of cool for the ride over there. I was wondering if I would be too hot. I did wear long sleeves, and mostly because I didn't want the sun beating down on me and give me sunburn. I also wore a hat. I definitely can't emphasize how important good shoes are. You're hitting a lot of stairs. The docks are funny to walk on, and it really help you with some good shoes. You'll get more out of it for sure. Just like walking around Cambodia, or walking around Siem Reap rather, and being asked for a tuk-tuk, you are constantly being asked for, want a tour, need a tour guide. And that actually, again, kind of, once you get past the first temple, most of that kind of goes away, because a couple temples in, they're all templed out. So there's that. I feel like I kind of blew it for myself at least a little bit, because I went in and read a little of the reviews to try and get some tips on maybe what I should be on the lookout for. A lot of tourists, a lot of people, but again, if you come early, it's not super terrible. The other thing that's kind of annoying is there's a lot of other people trying to take videos and pictures too, which again, tourist spot, right? I mean, a lot like Disneyland or something like that. But I mean, way better than Disneyland. Pretty amazing, honestly. These temples. I mean, so the other thing that I found that kind of stood out is, of course, they don't want you to bring food to feed the monkeys. I didn't see a ton of monkeys. I seen a few monkeys, but they don't want you to bring food to feed the monkeys. However, I feel like they don't want you to bring food so they can try to sell you food. There's lots of little food stalls and stuff all around the place. I mean, again, it is much bigger than, you could really get a feel for watching some YouTube videos. The other thing I really kind of feel like is many of these tour guides, and I'm not for sure on this because I watched a couple documentaries on it before going, and it was interesting. But from overhearing them talk to the other people, I really wonder how much they really knew. And I guess person to person, that will probably vary greatly. If anything, I will say this. I did hear Cambodians giving tours in Spanish. That was interesting. And French. Lots of trip hazards. I mean, not that, I mean, the ground is a little uneven. So if that is a problem, that's something you should be ready for because it is a hike from where you get dropped off from the tour bus, where however you got there. I could see how a bike would help. But not only are you walking, you're also biking. So we're talking quite the workout for one day. And if I had maybe more money, I probably would go for 3 days. However, I would probably have to spread that out over maybe like once every 3 days. I got a ton of footage. I'm gonna be absolutely sick if this footage isn't come out well. I better make myself a thumbnail here. I did it, yay! Again, I read a lot of the reviews, good and bad. Some people say it's not worth on the sunrise. I thought it was worth it. If nothing else, you really beat the crowd. Because I did see some people there in the sunrise ceremony or whatever, and you could see who made it to Temple 2, 3, 4, and it was quite comfortable, once you got past the second temple, because I'm in okay shape. But I could see how it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. So you get templed out very quickly. I've seen a lot of temples, mostly in Thailand. I spent a good amount in Thailand. So you start to feel like you see one temple, you've seen it all. You definitely have not seen anything like this. I'm not really like an aliens person or anything like that, but you really could find yourself feeling like, who made this? I mean, it is just it's just amazing. The moat that goes around the thing. I mean, just it's really spectacular. Other people complained that it was high dollar. I don't know if that was high dollar. I mean, like I said, if I come back for 3 days, maybe they could put in a discount there. But I think it's from all the touristy things I've done. I guess $37 might be pricey for a lot of people. And it's pricey for me. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I paid $37. I paid $25 for a tuk-tuk and, a tour. He took me around. And he was great. Had cold water, towels so I could cool down. And again, if you're not in the temples, going around. I mean, there's lots of tree coverage, so it's quite a bit cooler. So there's that. So you get some relief, but I mean, it's no relief from the walking. You're going to have to do a lot of walking and walking through these temples up and down stairs that are very uneven. And if you're trying to film, you definitely could find yourself tripping. I had to pay attention to my walking and the GoPro. I hope, like I said, the footage. I don't know what I got, but I'll be posting it shortly. The other interesting thing that I'll touch on, and then we'll close with this, there's all these little restaurants and stalls all over the place, including a little market. I don't know that there was anything I really wanted. I would say negotiate a lot. And go and enjoy yourself. It's definitely a must-do type of thing. One thing's at least a little scary. I almost left without going and seeing it. That would have been a disappointment. But I did it. I'm pretty thrilled about it. And thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next video, and I'll be editing this stuff and posting it very, very soon. And I'll catch you on the next video.